All right, we are live, you guys. We are at our final, I've been calling them my Jubilee field trips. So a little bit bittersweet day today. But we are hanging out at the Jubilee Highland Park campus, correct? Yeah, all right. And I am with Superintendent Dr. Phillips today.
Hello.
And of course, student Mira.
Niara.
Niara, thank you. I'm so sorry. So yeah, we're going to be hanging out today talking about Jubilee Academies and everything that they have to offer for the students in San Antonio. The main goal right now is enrollment, right? So we want to make sure that if you are registering your child, for education, you guys consider Jubilee Academies. They are accepting enrollment right now for the 2022-2023 school year. And today at the Highland Park campus, it's a unique campus. It's tucked inside a little Baptist church, which is so amazing. And the one thing that I think that's really positive, and let me know if I'm wrong, but the student to teacher ratio and like that one-on-one attention that you get, right?
Yeah.
How has that been for you? Because you started here in pre-K, right? And you're now in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So what's been your experience at Jubilee Highland Park?
Well, I've seen a whole bunch of teachers since I've been here for so long. And my personal favorite teachers were in 5th grade, and they're still here, so I still talk to them. I think no matter what you're going through, however old you are, you always have somebody to talk to, like about anything, any topic. They're very open with you. There's no bias. They won't judge you. They're just here to help. And I think it's really good that the school is small because, very personal.
Yeah, you get that one-on-one attention, and it feels like a family, right?
Yeah.
Have you decided which campus you're going to go to next year for high school?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to JSA just because I've been at Jubilee all my life, so I think it would.
Might as well close it out with them, right? Yes. Absolutely. And there's 12 campuses in the San Antonio area, and each campus has
6 campuses in San Antonio.
6 campuses, excuse me. And each campus has some unique, either it's sports or academics, certain clubs and stuff like that. With the Highland Park campus, I think we talked about, was it anime or animation? Yeah. What are some of the other, other specialty programs that Jubilee offers?
Well, as an organization, we have really beefed up our focus on our CTE programs, career technology education programs, and allowing kids to get on a pathway of something that they're interested in, whether that's technology, culinary arts, or teaching. At our campuses, we've created these pathways to where if kids decide that they would rather do that than go to college, they have that opportunity to do that.
Right, so set them up for almost like a trade program or of that nature.
Yep.
I wonder if any of your students participated in the Paella Challenge that happened last weekend, because there was a few high school students or high schools that were there actually competing. And I thought of Jubilee. I was like, oh, wow, because I know you guys have the culinary program at some of your campuses.
No, I don't think we participate.
No? Well, maybe next year. I think that would be a cool thing for Jubilee to be a part of. Yeah. But it was very cool just to kind of like see that, students like interacting and cooking and just, being happy and excited. And I think it's really, really awesome that you guys offer, some of these unique programs, because going back to when I was in high school, we really didn't have anything like that special. It was just like your standard academics that you had to like go to, and nothing that you could really like focus on. I think the only thing that I was able to do was like a dual enrollment program with a community college in one of my last years.
And we do offer that also.
Awesome. Yeah. So that goes towards like college credit and all of that stuff. But Jubilee is it's so unique. And I've said this before, it's the closest thing you're going to get to a private school education, but without paying that tuition, right?
That's exactly right. Especially here at Highland Park. It's a smaller campus, about 280 kids. We have a few seats available, not a lot, but we like to keep it small for that reason.
Right.
It feels like a private school hidden right here in the Highland Park community.
Yeah.
So the uniqueness about Jubilee Academies as a whole is our approach to teaching the whole child. You mentioned it, like you can get the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s anywhere.
Right.
But for us as an organization, we focus on our culture, really getting to know our kids and teaching them the Jubilee values: joy, understanding, balance, integrity, leadership, empowerment, and excellence, so that they can then live a fulfilled life and they have the soft skills they need to go and be successful.
Absolutely. I love that so much. I love that you brought that up because I don't think we talked about the values yet. And I love that it's, all a part of the Jubilee name as well. It all spells out. One thing that we've been doing to kind of entice our audience and our listeners to come check you guys out is you guys have been giving away these free Chromebooks, which is amazing. So we are going to announce that winner at the end of the live stream. So you still have time to head over to energy941.com and get signed up for that free Chromebook. But, as we continue to talk about Jubilee and some of the things that you guys offer for students, I want to ask you, what are some of like the extracurricular clubs or activities you've been associated with or participated in here at Jubilee?
We have photography, or we used to have a photography club where you could like take photographs with different backgrounds and stuff. We also have an anime club where you watch anime and you like discuss it, like related to yourself.
Okay.
We used to have Lighthouse, which was a whole bunch of students who show leadership qualities. They get together and they plan stuff like assemblies, and they greet all the parents that come in, and that was a really fun thing, I think, because it was for specific students, not just everyone can join. So your teachers would specifically pick you out, so it makes it really special.
Yeah.
And we would tour different schools and talk to other kids who show leadership.
Awesome. What about sports? Are you play any sports at all? Or?
I played volleyball.
Oh, what position? You got to be like a center. You got to be
Yeah,
correct, right?
Sorry,
I'm a little more of a struggle.
I would spike.
I played volleyball in high school too. It's fun. It's a fun sport. You should keep pursuing that. I'm sure the high school has it. And hey, if you get a scholarship on that, girl, I mean that's a good look. That's a good look.
Lo, let me tell you about this club that I found out about just the other day.
Okay.
So we had an event here on Wednesday.
Yes.
And so Jubilee is the only district in the state to receive a federal grant, the Gear Up grant. It's gaining early awareness and readiness for undergraduate programs. And so it's all about creating a college-going culture at our campuses.
Mm-hmm.
And Highland Park is one of the campuses that is participating in that Gear Up grant. So lots of education opportunities for parents on how to get your kid prepared for college.
Right.
More rigorous instruction and focus for students on getting them prepared for college. And so that grant is really going to help us narrow down kids' focus and prepare them for the next step. But what I learned on Wednesday is that there's a group here they formed. It's a communications group. And basically, well, what I saw was kids interviewing adults and using their skills, their communication skills, to be able to interact with adults in a way that's positive,
Right.
Very articulate, very prepared and polished. And I thought that was really impressive. So I talked to some of the kids afterwards, and they said this is a club that they have here that's preparing them for public speaking, being able to go out and engage with adults, working on if they choose to go to a career that is related to communications, broadcasting, even some of probably what you're doing. And I just thought, wow, that's unique that we would offer the kids the opportunity to get those skills early.
And that's so important too. And even myself, I'll use myself as an example. Like I broadcast, I talk to millions of people a day, right? But when you get me into kind of a smaller setting and I'm having to present or really do like a public speaking like project or event, I clam up, I get scared, So if you start working on that early, then it's a lot easier for you to kind of shake those jitters. It's about to fall. Thanks. So yeah, the public speaking is very important. I think that's a great club that you guys offer here for the students. And of course the Gear Up, we've spoke about that a few times across the campuses. and getting our students ready for college as quickly as possible is a great and positive thing, but it's just a good way to prepare for real life.
Yep, that's exactly right.
I do want to talk about the opportunity and the flexibility that Jubilee has as well, right? So you guys don't necessarily do like zip codes for like districts, right? So
That's correct.
So parents that are watching, if you're considering registering your child at Jubilee, you can kind of work it out to like your schedule, right? Or wherever it is that you are. So say like work is in this zip code, so maybe this is where you register your child. But it's nice to have that flexibility, because sometimes you're kind of hindered by your zip code, where you could actually send your child or yourself for education.
Yeah, that's the unique thing about charters and us being an open enrollment charter. That open enrollment piece means that it doesn't matter where you reside. If you are selected to be a part of one of our campuses, then you can attend this campus. Like this young lady here, she attends Highland Park, kinder through 8th grade, but continuing on into high school, she'll go to Jubilee San Antonio, which is probably 4 or 5 miles away from here,
right?
And that's perfectly fine,
right?
So that's a unique thing about Jubilee. We've got 6 schools here in the San Antonio area to choose from. We kind of range them like 3 on the west side, 3 on the east side, so that families traveling back and forth have the opportunity to still allow their kids to attend.
Absolutely. And what does the enrollment process look like? Is it as simple as going to a website, or do you have to do like certain tours? Is it a lottery system? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so right now we are in our open enrollment period, to where parents will go to our website if they're interested. What we like to recommend is set up a tour first, before you just apply and say, I'm trying to get in. Set up a tour, come meet the principal, meet a few teachers, talk to a few kids, see the location, and then if it's for you, then proceed on with that application. And then once we go through that application process, we'll review it, see if we have seats in that grade level that you're looking for, and then somebody from the campus or district team will be reaching out to finalize that enrollment process.
Absolutely, that's great. And with, we're obviously pushing enrollment, which to me means maybe you guys are looking to hire some more teachers, as well as, as your, enrollment grows. Maybe someone watching is in education or considering pursuing education. Is that as easy as enrolling too? Like, you go to the website, look for careers and all of that good stuff?
Yes, definitely. If we have people that are interested in working with Jubilee, we have competitive salaries, great benefits, but more so than those things, we're competitive when it comes to salary and benefits, just like everybody else.
Sure.
But what we pride ourselves on is creating a culture that allows our educators to be successful. We pour into them the professional development that they need and the support on the campus that they need to be successful. We do that with content specialists, instructional coaches that make those visits, and our campus administrators really spending time with staff members so that they can grow in their skill set. But yeah, you just go to the website, see where those openings are, and apply. I mean, one thing that I would strongly encourage people to consider, if you're looking around and thinking about working in another district, one thing that we're adding next year, and this is hot off the press.
Oh, here we go. You heard it first here.
Every Wednesday of next school year, our kids are going to get out early.
Okay.
They're going to get out at 12:30 p.m.
Well, there you go.
So that we have time built in to do professional development with our staff.
Absolutely.
A lot of times we ask them to come in on Saturdays or stay late after a long day. Well, we wanted to get innovative and creative and allow for that time to happen during the day.
Sure.
So
and during the work week, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure the hybrid schedules and stuff, because of the pandemic, definitely helped you guys get to that process, right? And that point.
That's exactly right.
Because I mean, what a whirlwind we've been through the last 2 years with teaching and learning. I couldn't imagine going through all of that those last 2 years, but that's smart. It's right in the middle of the week. It gives the students a break to kind of reset, to finish out the week strong, and then it gives you that one-on-one time that you can have with your staff and your administrators to do the best job possible. So I think that's awesome. You hear that? out of school early on Wednesdays, guys, starting next year.
That'll probably increase enrollment too.
No
Kids
kidding.
like,
Yeah,
I want some
I'm
of that.
I'm sure. But that's what we're here for. We're here to increase the enrollment for Jubilee Academies for the 2022-2023 school year. You guys can go ahead and check out that enrollment process up at their website, jubileeacademies.org. Did I get that right?
That's
cool.
right.
Perfect. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick our Chromebook winner before we wrap up. If there's anything else we want to touch on. Our Chromebook winner today is Melody Donal. Congratulations.
Right.
You just got hooked up with a free Chromebook courtesy of Jubilee Academies. So we will definitely contact you if you're not watching the live stream via email. But congratulations again. And thanks to Jubilee for doing that. We've given away 6 Chromebooks in the last few weeks, which is so amazing.
That's awesome.
But yeah, before we wrap up, is there anything else that we want to touch on? If I didn't hit it, now's the time.
I'll give her the chance to go first.
But I really like Jubilee, so.
You like Jubilee. It's been a positive experience for you. You enjoy coming to school every day, which can be hard sometimes, I know. Been there, done that. And you're looking forward to high school next year.
Yes.
There we go. I love that.
That's great.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
You know, something that I think is really important for parents and students to know about Jubilee, we've invested a lot of time and energy and resources into our social emotional learning. You know, we understand going through the last 2 years with this pandemic, kids have suffered a lot of trauma,
Sure.
emotional trauma. Their world has been turned upside down, and they don't quite know what's next and how to deal with that. So we've invested a lot in getting counselors to come on board and curriculum to really help kids get through that. And we're spending time helping the kids think about what they're thinking about and what they're feeling. And so we have sessions set up, and she could probably share a little bit about time that they spend with their counselors, really getting a hold of their feelings, their thoughts, their emotions, so that they can still continue to be successful later. You know, it's been a tough couple years,
Yeah.
and we have to, while the academics are super important still, we have to pay more attention to their emotional needs.
Sure,
and Jubilee's committed to that.
And mental health and all of that stuff. And it's important to just do that and practice that in life in general, right? Like I think you know, most recently it's been more accepting to talk about how you're feeling and you know, working through those issues and certain thoughts and stuff like that, which is good because you get it out, right? And you don't bottle it in, and then all of a sudden it's a big explosion and you're not really even sure, like, why am I feeling this way?
That's right.
You know? So I think that's wonderful. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, this has been so great. Again, it's a bittersweet day. The Jubilee Academy field trips are over for me, but hopefully, you know, next school year we can do it again. But
thank you, Lo.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Phillips, and thank you, Niara. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. Only like a couple of students have hopped on the live stream, so you're special.
Popular, superstar.
Very popular.
Now.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to head over to jubileeacademies.org to get enrolled for the 2022-2023 school year, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.
See ya.